Yo, tonight on the Independent Grind, we talking about trademarks. Yeah. Yo, what's happening, man? Tonight on the Independent Grind, I say tonight because it's nighttime, man. I've been doing these videos for about 2 weeks hard. So tonight we talking about trademarks and what is a trademark, what things that you can trademark. Basically, a trademark is a brand, a name or something like that you want to keep protected. How it ties into music is certain things with that I think that you need to trademark, especially when it comes to protecting something that you really believe in, like your group name, your name. A lot of people out there represent record labels and they say it's their brand and things like that, but it's not trademark. I'll talk about that in a minute. Let me reach out exactly pretty much what it is, and then we'll discuss it a little further. Trademark. It's a word, phrase, slogan, symbol, or design or combination thereof. And what it does is identifies the source of goods and services of one owner, and it distinguishes them from goods and services of another owner. Things that you can trademark are like, if you have a business, you can trademark your business name, a brand name, a logo, slogan, like things. When I say slogans, it's things like Nike. Nike is a trademark. It's trademark, but their slogan, they probably got that trademark is the check with the just do it. Coca-Cola, the real thing. Pepsi used to be saying, you got the right one, baby. I remember them commercials when I was little. It was like, you got the right one, baby. Trademarks just let people know that is you that's using that slogan, and if somebody else want to come through and try to use that for their brand or for their group or something like that, they won't be able to do it.
People often ask if there's a difference between a trademark and a service mark. There is. A trademark identifies the source of goods, like shoes or laptops, and a service mark identifies the source of services, like landscaping or accounting. Although trademarks are legally different from service marks, it's okay to informally refer to a service mark as a trademark.
That's pretty much what it is. Now you can trademark. Trademarks aren't cheap, not unless you do it for only your state. And a lot of times you don't want to do that. You can do a federal trademark, which will make it nationwide. Let's say, let's talk about a business. If you have a business and it's a lawn care service, and you in your city, let's just take Birmingham, Alabama for right now. You in Birmingham, but you want to move that. Eventually, you want to branch out. You want to start one in Atlanta. You want to start one in Memphis. It's good to get a federal trademark because there's different levels to the trademarks. Now, if you are a band or you're a rapper, you're a solo performer, I think it's good to do a federal trademark as far as like making it nationwide, because you don't want to just be local with that. But let's say if you own a storefront or a carpet cleaning company and you just want to keep it to that city, you don't have plans of going to this state, that state, that state, you might can get away with trademarking it just to your state. And that way, nobody from no other state can come in the state of Alabama and use that trademark, but you just kind of limit it to that state. But it's fine if you're not planning on branching out. If you're just going to keep it like that, then cool. And if somebody else want to carry on that business in that state and you already have that trademark just for your state, they won't be able to use it. And so that's pretty much what a trademark does. It protects your name, slogan, logos, things of that nature. So if you're repping a record label, if you're repping a band name or a group name, or you're a rapper, because I just seen recently on Facebook where somebody was using somebody else's name that they were using, and they're like, man, I gotta change my rap name. And I've done that. I've went through that change, man. I've been It's been dramatic. It started out as drama boy, dramatic, and I see it's the DJ. It's another DJ dramatic in another state. It's another artist named Dramatic. I seen a CD somebody dramatic. Hey, I just use Dramatic and Gamble, so Dramatic Gamble, man. That's how I got this name, and it's just good to trademark something like that, especially if it's something that you strongly believe in. You're just gonna have to spend a little money. That's why this music thing is not just something you just want to do for fun and let somebody else pay the money for you and let them blow you up. Try to do some of this stuff on your own, because if you got a big hit and you sign a record deal, they might sign you to a 7-year deal and you can't use your name. They're gonna trademark your name, they're gonna own your name, and you want to do all that stuff yourself. So that's why I say by the time you get 25, 30 years old, you start paying attention to that, because I was just watching one of the guys from New Edition was saying about how the record label they were signed to was, they owned the name. They came up with the name, they wrote the songs, they owned the name. The name that the guys came up with, New Edition. I ain't seen the movie yet, but I was watching, what's his name, Ricky Bell? I was watching him and his wife on DJ Vlad TV on YouTube channel today. And he was talking about that, and then about how they was writing songs, and the record label just wanted to write songs, and they came home with $1.87 check because they had no publishing. So I'm telling you, this is a good channel to watch, so you can know all of that. And especially if you have young kids that's trying to get into business, you can try to learn some of this stuff that I'm teaching you, because you will have some kind of knowledge on it. As always, get your music copyrighted. Whatever you wrote, you publish it. You can start distributing it yourself and start making money. If you got a group name, if you really believe in that name or your solo name, you can trademark the name and own it. Even though you're gonna pay a few dollars for it, you're gonna trademark that name, but you will own it. So when the group start doing good and selling the merchandise and all that stuff, you own the trademarks to that, and so you'll be able to have the rights to that. So we're gonna talk about this a little more in depth when I come back. Be right back. Jill.
Dramatic Minds Entertainment presents Pray for Mercy Volume 1, the singles collection, featuring the hit song Tonight.
Well, I'm just living up on this liquor, trying to get my head right. In the hood, stacking up this paper, trying to get my bread right. I got a cup full of ice, just mix this Crown with this Sprite, and just get yourself together, cause I'ma love you tonight.
And also, I Got That, featuring H2 Music.
I got that bass up in my ride, them lows missing them highs, they're loud burning inside. So won't you hop up inside? I got that bass knocking my speakers, them highs up on my tweeters. No time for non-believers. Don't join us.
And the club banger, Legs to the Ceiling.
I'm coming through just to break you up, give me the green light and I'm going. I got her legs up to the ceiling, legs up to the ceiling. I got her legs up to the ceiling, legs up to the ceiling. I got her legs up to the ceiling, legs up to the ceiling. Oh, what a good feeling. I got her legs up to the
Available
ceiling.
worldwide online.
Yeah, I'm back, man. Now, it's different companies you can go to get trademarks.
There is also a difference between a business name and a trademark. A business name is just that. It is simply the name under which you do business in a particular state or jurisdiction. However, a business name registration with your state does not grant you trademark rights. It merely means that a particular state allows you to do business under that name. Can a business name also be a trademark? Sure. Much like a domain name, it all depends on how you use it. So if you use your business name to identify the source of your goods and services and distinguish them from the goods and services of another party, that's trademark use. To enjoy the nationwide rights offered by a federal trademark registration, you must file a trademark application and receive a registration from the USPTO. Individual states also offer to register trademarks, but any protection granted is limited to that state.
Now, the main one is USPTO. That's the United States Patent and Trademark Office. Now, they have the application. That's who you go through to get trademark. But that's the main company, the USPTO. You go to USPTO.com. Now, what they suggest, if you don't really have the know-how or the knowledge, because it's like I say, it's different levels of trademarks. What you could do is they suggest you hire a licensed attorney that deals with trademarks, or somebody that can really help you with it. Now, another company that you can go through and fill out the paperwork is LegalZoom. Now, I haven't used LegalZoom, but I've been kind of trying to research them and figure out exactly how do it work. I know they charge a fee, but they take you through the steps of how to trademark something. Now, I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and I see a lot of lawyers putting up videos about LegalZoom, say, you're not talking to a real lawyer. LegalZoom, they charge you a fee, but they talk about all this, but I never really see them talking about the positive in LegalZoom. It can't be all bad because they got a lot of clients. It can't be all bad. But a lawyer is going to tell you this because LegalZoom is offering that service that they'll charge you thousands of dollars probably to get this established. So LegalZoom, if you need help filling out the paperwork, I saw where they, you can talk to somebody, or you call them, or you fill out the paperwork, you get stuck, it's somebody that'll help you. I don't know if you got your own person, your own legal person that you talk to. That's something you're going to have to figure out. But LegalZoom is a way, if you don't know how to do it directly through the USPTO, you can go through LegalZoom and they'll help you try to get your trademark. And let's say you got a band. If it's 4 y'all in the band, y'all got a name, and 4 y'all help start it, this is going to be the group. Each one of y'all can own that trademark. Y'all can own that name as an owner. If y'all got a logo, y'all can put all that in there and just let's say, put my name on there. I'm an owner. The other person, they're owner of this group. Now, if y'all break up, I don't know how that works. But as far as like you the person that's starting a group and you talking about the name, then all of y'all own that name. Or like that's just like businesses. Businesses can own a trademark or a group. If you want to start it, like if you had a record label and they started this group, let's just say Fifth Harmony, and it was one guy idea, he could say, okay, y'all name gonna be Fifth Harmony. So he gonna say y'all name be Fifth Harmony, but he owns the trademark, just like Destiny Child. Beyonce daddy owns that name, Destiny Child. Like 3 6 Mafia, I think DJ Paul and Juicy J own 50% of the name, and Sony own the other 50%. Whatever kind of deal they got worked out, and it might have been a good deal because Sony probably helped them get to a level that they couldn't get for themselves. Same way with Beyonce, their name hadn't always been Destiny Child. I forgot what the first name was, Girls Time or something. I might be wrong, don't quote me. Then I remember they went to Destiny, and that was already trademarked by a group, I think a gospel group in Mississippi. Then they went to Destiny's Child, and Matthew Knowles owned that name. So if they come back out and use Destiny Child, want to go on tour, I'm pretty sure he's going to get a piece of some of the merchandise or something, because he owned that name. And but that's what it is, man. Go to USPTO, United States Patent and Trademark Office. That's one website you can go to see about trademarks. And go to LegalZoom. That's another website you can go to see about trademarks. It's just making sure that your name is trademarked in case you want to do a show. You might get a call from somebody in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and you say, my name is Rapper Man. Then it's another guy up there, his name is Rapper Man. That just keep any confusion down. You go ahead and trademark that. You can legally make him stop using that name. Just like if a lot of companies have trademarks. Walmart, that's a trademark. They sell services and goods of great value. If you go, you see Great Value Cheese, Great Value Cereal. That's their brand. So that's a brand. That's what you see when people say, rappers say, I'm not just a rapper, I'm a brand. Like Snoop Dogg, that's a brand. LL Cool J, that's a trademark. That's his brand. That is what he's known for. Is directly to him.
Now, what about domain names and business names? How do those differ from trademarks? That's a great question, as people often confuse them. Let's clear up the differences right now, starting with domain names. As we discussed earlier, a trademark is typically a brand or slogan or design that identifies the source of goods and services. A domain name is the web address that identifies a website. USPTO.gov, for example, is the domain name for the USPTO's website. Registering a trademark is different than registering a domain name. Trademarks are federally registered through the USPTO. Domain names are registered through a domain name registrar. They are not the same thing. One identifies the source of goods and services, the other is a web address. Registration of a domain name with a domain name registrar does not give you trademark rights. In fact, if you register a domain name with a domain name registrar that includes the trademark of another party, you may have to surrender that domain name.
So that's pretty much what a trademark do. It's a brand. You can get it nationwide, even though it's going to cost you a few dollars. That's why this music thing is a business, man. You know, treat it like a business instead of just recording songs. That's the easy part. Going to the studio and rapping and recording a song, the easy part. But you got copyrights, you got trademarks, you got publishing. It's a lot of steps that you can learn on your own, so you won't be getting, I'm trying to think of the right words, so you won't be getting dead in, man, like so many stories out here of these superstars. When they were young, they said, man, we don't own none of our publishing, the record label on it. R. Kelly just came out with that. New Edition, they didn't own none of the earlier stuff. I don't know about now, but they didn't know. You know, a lot of people didn't know, man. So with these videos that I'm doing, you know. So this is for anybody that's trying to get in the music business, trying to start a business. Things that you can learn and use to help you along the way. Trademark. My next video, I'm gonna talk about patents. You know, a lot of people get copyrights, trademark, patents mixed up. I'm gonna do one about patents, and then I'm gonna do another video about the difference in each one of them, so you won't get those confused. And I'll holler at y'all next time. But this is Independent Grind. I am Dramatic Gamble. You can reach me on my email at dramaticgamble@gmail.com if y'all want to talk about something, and at all social media outlets at Dramatic Gamble. That's Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram at Dramatic Gamble. Dramatic with a K. I'll holler at y'all next time. Peace. Yeah.